Okay, I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast tonight. My name is Jeff Evers. I'm the CEO of iCB, and I'm excited tonight just to kind of give you a sneak peek at some of the enhancements that we're going to be rolling out for iCB. So let me get right into it. Okay, so again, before I get started, we'll do the old disclaimer that what I'm about to share with you is not a guarantee of income. It's just an example of income based on a comp plan, and there is no purchase requirement to get involved. And what we've got with iCB, we're a hybrid comp plan. We're a little bit different than what most companies have. Most companies will offer what's called a fast start. So when you join, they'll pay you cash up front for your initial purchase. Well, what we've woven into our comp plan is that we've woven in a fast start every month. So every purchase that you make or that one of your customers makes, you'll get a fast start bonus on that every month. And then also we have a team building program attached to it. So you're getting basically front side and back side money on all purchases. And on our comp plan, on the uni level, we actually pay it down through 7 levels. So it's not just paid on your personals, it's actually paid on everybody in your entire personal enrollment organization through 7 levels. And of course, the team building bonus is accumulate volume unlimitedly. So first thing I want to talk about is the uni level. And this is when you join iCB, you do not have to purchase a product. You do not have to have an auto ship to make money. So anybody that you personally enroll, you'll get a 10% commission off their purchases without you having to buy anything. Now you have to become a member to be able to, make that commissions. And there's 2 ways to become a member. You can buy a product and automatically become a member, but if you don't want to buy a product, you don't have to. And what you can do is that you can pay $5 and just basically set yourself up as a non-product purchasing member. And then anybody that you refer to the program, you'll make a 10% commission on what they buy without you having to buy anything. But we encourage you to buy. And one of the reasons we encourage you to buy is if you're buying at least $12.50 a month, you not only will get a 10% commission on your personal purchases, you're going to get a 5% commission on the next 6 levels in depth. So just a $12.50 purchase a month will pay you through 7 levels. And again, we have high demand, high impact products. If you haven't had a chance to check out the website, go check it out. One of the things that we're really targeting on international level is with our iWebitool system, which does work on a global basis. And since people can achieve, the volume requirements just by that digital product, you now actually open up the whole world to your market. And then we also have, the team building component that's attached to the uni level. So we have the uni level. We've got the uni level that you make them through 7 levels. And then every time somebody joins, they're placed in 1 of 2 teams, either your left team or your right team. So you're going to have people placed in your team from your upline. You're going to be placing people in your own team, and then you got people in your team going to be placing people in your team. So every time somebody joins, they'll be placed in 1 of those 2 teams. And provided you're purchasing at least $12.50 a month, you will accumulate business volume from their purchases. Now, if you're not buying the $12.50, you don't accumulate any volume, and any volume that you have accumulated will be flushed. So you have to purchase $12.50 a month to keep that volume. And then the next step is you want to become qualified. Now you'll accumulate the volume with $12.50, but if you want to be commission qualified so you can make money on the binary, you have to purchase $25 a month, and you have to personally have personally placed 1 active member in your left team and 1 active member in your right team. So what that means is you have to have at least 2 personals that are at least buying $12.50 a month, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. And that's all you have to do. Once you've done that, you have met the qualification to make money in the binary. And without meeting any more qualification than that, 1 on the left and 1 on the right, you'll get paid $12.50 every time there's $75 worth of business volume accumulated in each leg. And every time that is accumulated, you get it paid for $12.50. We pay in real time. So if it happens at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we put $12.50 in your e-wallet. If it happens at 2:15, we put another $12.50 in your e-wallet. If it happens again at 3 o'clock, another $12.50. So every time it happens, we put $12.50 in your e-wallet, and you'll make up to $12,000 a week. So again, the qualification is simple. You got to purchase $25 worth of volume yourself, personally sponsor. 1 on the left is doing $12.50, 1 on the right. That's all there is to it. So just by you being a qualified IBO, you got $25 worth of personal purchases that you're doing. Okay, you're going to qualify for the 7-level uni level payout, which could be huge. I mean, if you run the numbers, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of illustration. I didn't get a chance to get the the new spreadsheet worked up, but this could be very, close to what I'm going to show you later. But you also need to make up to $12,000 a week. So that's it. You just buy $25 a month. Okay, you don't have to buy anything. You can just join for $5, and then anytime anybody buys anything, you make a 10% commission. If you purchase at least $12.50 a month, you'll get paid 10% on your personals, but 5% through 6 more levels, and you accumulate volume in your binary. But to make commissions, to make profit in the binary, you have to have one to the left, one to the right, and you got to do $25 a month. Now, the whole foundation for iCB is based upon building a business, and the foundation of building a team is just based upon you getting 2. And so, my first goal when I bring somebody in is I want to help them get 2. I want to get them qualified, because once they become a qualified IBO, in other words, get them purchasing $25 a month, help them get one on the left, one on the right that are doing $12.50, they're qualified. Okay, then the second step, and the way you build a huge team, is that you help those 2 get 2. So not only do I help you get 2, I want to help you. I want to teach you how to help your 2 get 2. So if you want to build a huge team, just think about this. You get 2, they get 2. And when you get 2 who get 2, or you got 2 personally sponsored people who are now qualified, you now become what's called a builder. Now here's what's going to happen when you become a builder. You're going to get a 10% match on all the team building commissions, all the team building bonuses that are paid, not just on your personal level, but you're going to get it paid on everybody in your entire organization, down through and including the first builder in each one of your personal enrollment legs. So that means if I sponsor Joe, okay, and Joe's qualified, and Joe goes off and sponsors Pete. Pete's qualified. Pete sponsors Mary. She's qualified. Mary sponsors Nancy. She's qualified. And Nancy goes off and sponsors Chuck, and Chuck becomes a builder. I'm going to get, as long as I'm a builder, I'm going to get a 10% match on everybody in that line. So you're going to get 10% match on everybody in your entire organization, your personal enrollment organization, down through the first qualifier, first leadership level qualification, which is builder, in each one of your legs. Okay, and how do you do that? It's just simple. You go builder. You get 2 of your personally sponsored people to go get qualified, and you become builder. Now the next step is to become producer. Okay. Now when you go producer, all that is to have 6 personally sponsored qualified IBOs. In other words, you sponsor 6 and help them each get 2. So you sponsor 6, help them each get 2, and now I got this wrong here. It's a 5% matching bonus on all of the team building bonuses paid out to everyone in the organization on the second level. So in other words, through the first builder, you get paid 5%. Now once you become producer, you also get 10% on the first level. Then you're going to get a 5% on the second generation of commissions that are paid out to people in your personal enrollment organization. When you go achiever, that's 9 qualifies. You're going to get a 5% match on the third level. You go executive, that's 12 qualified IBOs. There was personally sponsored 12, help them each get 2. Now you're also going to get a 5% match on everybody on your fourth level. And then when you go executive, that's personally sponsored 15 people and help them go qualified. There was personally sponsored 15, help them each get 2. Now you're going to get a 5% match on all of the team building bonuses paid out on the 5th generation. So this is huge. You're going to make some huge money just on these matching bonuses. And what do you have to do? Just help them go get qualified. You get 2. You get 2. As soon as you get somebody in, help them get 2. As soon as you get somebody in, help them get 2. Teach them how to go through the ranks. What they got to do is just get 2. Now, when you become a presidential executive, and that's 20 people you personally sponsored who are all qualified IBOs. You're going to share in a 5% annual global pool. So we're going to take 5% of all the business volume that comes in. It's going to go into a pool, and at the end of the year, it's going to get divided up amongst all the people who are executive, presidential, and above. So it's really, really simple. And the key thing, guys, other than the annual pool, all of this is paid in real time. So when you get those matching bonuses, and so if you got 20 people in your organization, they got $125 worth of a commission paid out today on the team building, and you're at a 10% match, well, you're going to get $12.50 on all those people is instantly put in your e-wallet. And so you have 2 options with the e-wallet. You can go in and request a check anytime you want, or if you leave it in your e-wallet, as soon as you accumulate up where there's $200 to be paid out, we'll send you a check for $200. So it's like, if you can put this thing on autopilot, especially when you start to look at some of the tools that we put together, it's really going to help you. The key thing about this, everything that we do is based upon getting qualified. You get 2. you get two. So what I recommend everybody, should do is you should set yourself up to become a builder. So when you join, I would recommend, go ahead and set up a $25 monthly purchase. If you can't handle it, come in for $12.50. If you can't handle that, come in for $5. It doesn't make a difference to us. Okay, we just want to help you get two. Everything we do is based upon teaching people how to get qualified, and that's you get two. So what I do is I look for people who are willing to lock arms with me and say, hey, let me help you get qualified. Let me help you get two. Let's put one on your left team, one on your right team. Now you're qualified. Now what? Now let's help each one of them get two. Now you're a builder. Now you're going to get a 10% match on any of the team building bonuses paid out to everybody in the organization, and you still got yourself the 7-level uni level coming in. Guys, this is probably the simplest program that anybody can even comprehend. Get back with the person who referred you to this and get your questions answered, and then just, again, lock yourself in, get yourself a spot. I'm going to go ahead and close the recording down here, guys.